Have you ever sat at your desk, staring at your screen and thinking to yourself, there must be another way to do this work thing. I need more flexibility and freedom in my work life. If this thought has ever crossed your mind, then stick around because in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down freelancing for beginners in a way that actually makes sense and that helps you build a portable career that allows you to work from anywhere in the world. And make sure you watch till the very end because I will be sharing some not so common strategies that helped me land my very first freelance client without begging for work. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Waleo. I'm an expert woman building a portable career through remote jobs, freelancing, and entrepreneurship, which allows me to be location independent and to be able to work from anywhere in the world. If you're looking for freelance opportunities or remote jobs that you can do from anywhere in the world, then I have a free newsletter where I send out high quality freelance gigs and remote jobs to my subscribers. You can sign up for the free newsletter on my website, waleochronicles.com. I'll leave the link in the description box below. What exactly is freelancing? It's when you offer your services directly to an individual or a business and they pay you for the service you offer. It's as simple as that. And the fun part is anybody can become a freelancer. You just need to figure out what skills you have that someone is willing to pay for, and voila, you're in business. But if it's that simple, why does it feel so hard to get started? Because once you start looking into it, your brain automatically starts to ask questions like, what can I offer as a freelancer? Do I need to register a business? Where do I find clients? How do I price myself? Do I need contracts? What about invoices? And you are overwhelmed and action paralysis sets in. So let's slow down and reduce the brain overwhelm and break this freelancing thing into clear and easy steps. Class is in session. The first step is a no-brainer. You have to decide what exactly you want your freelance offer to be. Usually, I would recommend freelancing in something that you already have experience in. For example, for me, I worked in marketing for a couple of years in the tech industry. So when I wanted to start freelancing, naturally, my freelance business was in marketing, as I already have experience and skill within this area from my full-time job. But if you don't yet have experience in the area you want to freelance in, you can start by learning the skills, then working on 1 or 2 projects for free to fine-tune your skills. So for example, let's say I want to start a freelance business as a video editor, but I don't have any editing experience and I don't know how to edit videos. What I would do is I would go on YouTube, learn how to edit videos with tools like CapCut, Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or Final Cut Pro. For real, this is how I actually taught myself how to edit videos when I started my YouTube channel. Once I've learned how to edit videos, I would reach out to a few small content creators and offer to edit some of their short videos for free. Then I would use these assets to start building my own portfolio. I'll talk more about building portfolios later on in this video. But if you are watching my videos, then I know you already have some type of work experience. And as I always say, no experience is a waste. All you have to do is know how to package what you have into a right offer that somebody is willing to pay for. The next step, or should I say a highly recommended recommendation, is you should really, please consider starting a freelance business as a side hustle before going full-time. For example, I started freelancing as a side hustle before taking it full-time. I recommend this because, first of all, it allows you to validate your freelance offer to see if it's a viable money-making option for you before you take the leap of faith and quit your job and start freelancing full-time. Doing it this way also reduces the level of pressure you would feel to make money at all costs. For example, when freelancing on the side while working full-time, the money you make is like a side income. You don't necessarily need it to survive, but it definitely makes your life much more comfortable. This way, you get to choose what kinds of projects you want to work on without the extra money and hustle pressure, and you can work at your own pace without the extra survival pressure. Meanwhile, you are learning, you're building your contact and your portfolio for when you are ready to go full-time. I'm telling you for a fact, this is the easier way. But if you are a very bold person and you want to raw dog it, then of course you can jump into freelancing full-time without starting as a side gig first. There are no hard and fast rules to these things. Next step is you want to figure out the legal stuff. Should you register a business? If you are watching my videos and you are subscribed to my channel, which you should totally subscribe, it's so much fun here, then you know for us, freelancing is a tool we use to build a portable career that allows us to live and work from anywhere in the world. So while other people will look at this question from the perspective of setting up a business based on where you live, here we look at it from a different perspective. Because we want this freelance setup to help us achieve location independence, we'll look at it from this perspective. Where can you register a business that you can operate from anywhere in the world, irrespective of where you live? Some countries are easier to set up businesses in than others. You might want to explore registering your business in places like the US or the UK or the UAE or Estonia or Malta. Each of these countries has its pros and cons, so make sure you do your own research based on your life goals and your life plan. If, however, your goal is not location independence, but to just set up a freelance business so you can freelance full-time, then you can skip this step and just register a business where you live. Depending on where you live, this could mean something like registering as a freelancer, setting up a sole proprietorship, or a limited liability company. Depends on where you live. For people in Germany, you can register as a Freiberufler depending on the type of freelance work you're doing, or you can register as a Gewerbe. So now that you've figured all that out, the next step is to show people what you can actually do. And how do you do this? You need a portfolio. And before you freak out, no, you do not need a fancy website to start. A portfolio is just a place where people can see what you actually do. That could be like your LinkedIn profile or an Instagram page or a Notion document with examples of the work you've done or the work you're doing. For example, because my freelance business is in content marketing, my portfolio is my Instagram, my YouTube, and my TikTok. As I said before in my previous video, I started creating content on social media as a creative outlet outside of my full-time job, and that's how opportunities started coming my way. So indirectly, my social media channel served as my portfolio even before I realized I needed one. But not everyone needs a portfolio. Depending on the type of business you have and the level of network you've built up, you might not need a portfolio. But if you're a beginner, you most likely need one. No choice. So to the burning question most people want to know, how do you find clients for your freelance business? There are two major ways that you can find clients. One works better than the other. One works better for those who are just starting out, and the other works better for those who are already very experienced. Let's talk about the strategy for beginners first. If you are a beginner and you're just starting your freelance business, you want to do what is called outbound marketing. This means you go out there and look for your clients. You can start by looking into your network, the people that you already know, the people you've worked with in the past. Tell them about your freelance business. Send them emails, send them DMs. Chances are that they know someone that knows someone that knows someone that needs the service that you're offering. Another way to find your clients as a beginner freelancer is to follow people or businesses who are your ideal clients. Interact with their content online, respond to their stories, comment on their posts, then send them a very short DM stating your offer, how it can benefit them, and ask them to connect you to the right person to discuss a collaboration further. The reason why I like this method is because when you interact with their content before sending them a DM, it makes you a kind of familiar face, and chances are that they will respond to you because they already kind of are familiar with your profile. For example, let's say I'm starting a freelance business as a virtual assistant and I want to get new clients. I would follow entrepreneurs online, interact with their content regularly, respond to their stories, comment on their posts, and after some time, I will send them a DM stating how exactly my services as a virtual assistant provide 10x value for them, and ask if they're willing to jump on a short virtual meeting so that I can share more details with them. Another simple way to find new clients or projects to work on as a freelancer is to sign up for my free newsletter. I'll leave it in the description box below. One way for getting new clients that I absolutely love is through networking and attending events. Look, networking doesn't have to be cringe. It's just meeting people and making new friends. I love going to events. I think I already talked about this in different videos on my channel, but nothing, absolutely nothing beats meeting people in real life, making a natural connection and speaking about what you do, and who knows, maybe getting an opportunity. Of course, you're not networking or making friends with the sole aim of getting a client. You should do it because you actually enjoy meeting people and making friends, and the rest just comes organically. Some of the best freelance opportunities I've ever landed came from random conversations. If you are already quite experienced, then inbound marketing will be the best way to get clients. This means your clients find you and come to you. Maybe they found you on social media or through your website, or maybe through a referral from a client you've worked with in the past. If you're just starting out though, you probably have zero inbound clients. Next, let's talk about the money. So now you finally have a client. What do you do? Listen to this very carefully. Before you start any client work, ask for a deposit. Period. I'm telling you, it's very normal. You can either do a 50% deposit before commencement and 50% after completion of the work. Some people do a 30% and 70% deposit slip. It doesn't matter. Deposit slip. Some people do a 30% and 70% deposit split. I can't say this word. You can also do 30-70%. It doesn't matter what percentage you choose. The most important thing is to make sure that you get a deposit. This shows commitment from your clients. Also, make sure you have a documented and signed agreement that contains the scope of work and the deliverables and the terms and conditions of payment and so on. If you registered a business, then your business can issue an invoice, and you should already have set up a separate bank account to receive these payments in. If you have a desire to design a flexible career that fits around your life, freelancing is definitely for you. And no, you don't have to quit your job and start freelancing immediately. You can start as a side gig on a slower pace and then transition to full-time over time. You get more freedom, more flexibility, you control your work schedule, you can work from anywhere in the world. And if for some reason you have to move to a new country, you don't have to start from scratch. You can simply take your business with you and work from the new country. And you don't have to be in content marketing or social media to start a freelance business. Freelancers are project managers, consultants, engineers, data analysts, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. You just need to figure out how to package your skill and experience into something that someone is willing to pay for. Freelancing is not the easiest way, but it gives you something really, really priceless, which is freedom and flexibility. If you watch this video up till this point, please answer this one question for me. I'm begging you. What is stopping you from freelancing? Because we both know that you really want to do it if you're watching my video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And even if you did not enjoy this video, please give it a like. It's a way to support this channel. I wish you all the best in your freelance journey, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.